Hi, my name is Mooreoluwa, Wright, and I'm the writer and director of Keys. I got the initial idea when I was at my grandma's house with not much to do, and I was just staring at a door, and I just kind of started to think about, oh, what if there was some kind of secret behind the door and it was locked and like nobody told me what's behind it. So I kind of just had the idea of like again like a locked door, and but that kind of I kind of shelved it for a while. I didn't really do much with it. And then a few years later, I think during COVID, started to think more about it and just started to think about how like backwards, like okay, expanding on it, like what's behind that door. And then I started working on it. So in terms of the inspiration, there were a few sources of inspiration like the story of Adam and Eve, and like the forbidden fruits, the myth about like Pandora's box, and just there's lots of I think stories and myths about or like a woman is told don't do this or don't eat that or don't go here, and a lot of times the reasons why aren't really clarified. So I kind of liked playing with the idea and thinking about how that kind of those kinds of limits, but also not really explaining why those limits are there, can sometimes lead to like disastrous consequences. And then there was also lots of I guess symbolism in the film with the keys themselves. Both there was like a literal key, and then also makeshift keys that the main character made to kind of I guess break down the barriers that were put in place to limit her. Shooting only took a couple of days, but editing took quite a while. I think it took up to a year. This isn't my first time at S16. I've come as like an audience member, just a viewer, lover of film before, a couple of times in the past, and it was amazing. I think that was my first like attendance of a film festival ever. So I was just kind of like, wow, like there's so many people who love film in Lagos, in Nigeria. There's like I feel like I was open to a whole world that I'd never seen before. So coming back and seeing how much it's grown since the beginning, I think it's just been really amazing. And like being able to watch my film with like an audience full of people in like an actual like movie theater felt like surreal. We've entered it into a few more festivals, so we'll see how that pans out. And eventually it's going to be posted online for everybody to be able to see. And I hope a lot of people get to watch the film.